War Games on NXT this past week, and Bobby Fish was working a tag team match. They were defending the tag team titles against Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee. They came back from the break. Bobby Fish was gone. Roderick Strong took his place. It looks like he might have suffered a mild concussion. It's not known how long he'll be out of action or if it's serious at all. And also EC3 has been out of action. He's been out of action with a concussion. Hasn't been used much in WWE. Dean Ambrose revealed a while back, or Jon Moxley revealed that he got a lot of heat for the way he worked a match with Moxley, where Moxley actually got over with the crowd despite being the heel. He's pretty much been buried ever since, but he's currently out of action with a concussion.
I did not know that he got. Remember, maybe you did mention that way back that there was heat on him for the way he worked the match. What? Because I remember when EC3 went over on Moxley close to his way out. Yeah. With that, right?
Yeah. So Moxley in an interview said that the fans were into Moxley, and having EC3 beat him in 2 minutes actually turned them against EC3 and for Moxley. And so the fans were cheering him. Vince was furious, and EC3 has basically been buried ever since. They had Moxley defeat him the following week, even though he was on his way out. And he's just been, it's not hard to see that how badly he's been used. He's a big dude. He's a good talker. He's the kind of guy that WWE usually likes. But apparently that's something that Vince hasn't gotten over.
Yeah, his whole run there has not been well done. EC3 doesn't need to be a main event guy in WWE, but he could be a very strong mid-card heel, I believe. And I think he's better suited as a heel than a babyface, personally. As far as when he left the company, I felt like he did his best work as a heel, and he's more entertaining. When he has a little more lip freedom to kind of tap into his personality, he has a hell of a personality, and he's well-liked by everybody. He's a great guy. I've wrestled him quite a bit and came up with him in developmental, and he's worked so hard and he's overcome so many injuries. It's crazy. Like, he got put in that situation with Moxley. Moxley's super over. He's one of your most over guys who's been protected in that inner circle. And he's heel, and everyone knows he's leaving, and WWE tries to job him out in 2 minutes. And it's one of those matches where, EC3 has to be respectful of Moxley and what Moxley wants to do in that match. It's not like you can go out there and and the other thing too, you got to know how to get over when you have a get over match. If that company wants you to go out there and squash somebody, and this is the problem with a lot of today's wrestlers, they're too pussy to get themselves over by squashing another guy. And sometimes they'll and I mean that in a nice way, that they do it like where they want to, let's be good workers and let's
give them something.
Yeah, give them something. And there's a time and place. But the problem is, if the company wants you to do something, and you go back, I very well understood when I knew I needed to go out and get over, nobody was going to get anything, and you just got to explain it to them, and you got to know, you know what, if I don't do this. And I learned this in developmental very early on in my career. I had a get-over match with a quote-unquote jobber who was not signed. And I had the guy giving me suplexes and Germans and throwing me around. And I was 300 pounds and ripped. And it was a get-over squash match for me, and I completely fucked up. I learned that lesson very early on, though. But my push, I did not get the push I should have gotten. So I knew right then and there that when that time comes, and Al Snow explained it, if Vince McMahon telling you got to go out and get over, you go out and get over. So that could be a thing where, and I feel very sympathy towards EC3 on that, but that's the kind of match where it's boot, power bomb, get yourself over, or whatever it is you do, get yourself over. You're not getting anything. I'm sorry, buddy. You're on your way out. Tough luck. You got a problem, go talk to Vince. I'm here to get over. That's what they wanted out of that, and EC3 not doing that just told them that how Vince views things, okay, well, we're done. That's, in my opinion, what happened with that. It's a tough situation. It couldn't have been in a tougher situation for EC3, who Moxley is, and Moxley is a great guy, and people like him. It just sucks all the way around, It's I think it's okay that he's out with an injury and to give some time, and hopefully maybe oftentimes when you go away, they can be more prone to doing something with you. And not to say they're going to give him a huge push, but give him some TV time and let him maybe get over as a mid-card heel would be. Yeah. I think he would do great at it.
And to your point, with Braun Strowman, which was one of the, granted, they've floundered on him over the past year, but when they were building him up, if he was going 60-40, with these matches, it wouldn't have been the same as him just going out there and just destroying guys. By doing those squashes, like one-sided squashes, he became a monster. I mean, they had a legit,
Yes.
top guy for a while until this past year when they just start beating him all the time and making.
Yeah. Well, guys
relevant.
too get comfortable reading online things, and they think they got to become good workers to get over, which it's
Right.
not. And then, but they start listening to that they don't know how to work, and so they start doing things that don't fit to their character just to prove to everybody that they can work. And what happens is it ends up lowering your value, though. But and again, the company business model, they're putting him in positions out there where he has to have longer matches with guys, and it's like, well, what do you do at the same time? You can't just powerbomb a guy 20 times in 20 minutes. Like it's,
Right.
but it's a really tough thing, Raj. But then that's what the company wants, but we've seen it time and time again with all of it.
Absolutely. Ratings are delayed this week. They'll be out next week. The Wednesday night ratings won't be out till Monday. I think SmackDown will be out Tuesday or Wednesday. So a delay because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but we'll definitely talk about that next week.
Who do you have? What's your guess this week with NXT AEW, Raj?
I think AEW wins again. Definitely in the demo. I think overall as well. I think NXT probably started off strong and then lost viewers as the show went on when it was apparent that the main roster guys wouldn't be on. I think AEW won this week. For indications on the site, usually I can gauge based on interest.
No,
on the
you're
site.
very good at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like.
Good deal. Well, anything, Raj, you want to go ahead and plug to wrap up?
Just keep checking out WrestlingInc.com. We got interviews with rapper Megaran, who did a song with Xavier Woods. We got Haku, Virgil. We got just
Soul Train Jones.
Or Soul Train Jones, exactly. So just a ton of stuff. More from our interview with Tony Khan, AEW president. So keep checking out WrestlingInc.com.
Good deal, Raj. Well, thank you as always, guys, and we'll be right back after these messages. Thank you guys very much for watching Ryback TV. If you could smash that subscribe, hit that like button, share this channel, and for Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com, save 10% with Podcast 10. Click here for my podcast conversation with the big guy Ryback, available on all podcast platforms. Click here. And for more videos of yours truly on Ryback TV, click here. Feed me more.